Hi, I'm Miki Tebeka. Here at Ardan Labs, we created this series of short videos, each of them showing a cool feature of the Go language or one of the libraries. Enjoy! In this short, we're going to talk about handling signals. But before I'm going to show you the code, let me show you the problem. Say you're running a web server with a simple handler, and you want to run some cleanup code when you're done. In this case, we're just going to log, but maybe publish some metrics, write something to a file, maybe delete the process ID files, etc., etc. So we're creating our router, we're creating a server, and we're starting the server and running it. So far, pretty standard. So let's go build -o/tmp/signal, signal, and then this is the start one, right? And then I'm going to run /tmp/signal, and the server is running. Now I'm going to hit Ctrl+C, and the server shuts down, but you don't see the message that should be logged in our defer up there. And this is because when you hit Ctrl+C, the operating system sends a signal to your application or your process, and if this process does not catch the signal, it just terminates right in the middle. And there are many, many signals that you can get. You can read about them if you want, but the two main ones that we are really interested in, one is SIGINT. This is the interrupt signal. This is the one from Ctrl+C. And the other one is SIGTERM. This is the termination signal. And this is someone who's doing a kill to your process. You can find some of them in the syscall package, but as you can see here, it says that you better use the Golang X6, and I'm picking the Unix one because I'm running on Unix. Signals are operating system specific. Okay, so let's see the other code. So the code with handling signals is going to be a bit more complicated. First, I'm importing X6 Unix, and then what I'm doing after creating the server, I'm creating a channel for catching the signals. It is a buffer channel with 1, and then I'm telling Signal, the package, to notify me if someone sent a SIGINT or a SIGTERM. And I'm also creating a channel for the errors. We're going to see in a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the server in a Go routine. And this Go routine is going to send me back on the error channel the error from listen and serve. Now I'm doing a select, and if I'm getting something from the signal channel, it means I got a signal. And I'm creating a context for 3 seconds and giving the server enough time to do a clean shutdown. And if I'm getting some kind of an error and it's not nil, I'm going to log there and exit with a non-zero status. So a little bit more complicated running the main, but now I can handle signals. And now if I'm going to do this, but I'm going to now build the signal one, and then I'm doing this. Now if I'm hitting Ctrl+C, you're going to see my cleanup message being printed out.